Hello and welcome to Tuandor Gaming. Once again we're back with Starforge, only now it is 0.8 in the beta release. Now my previous video on 0.75, the first night, is still applicable even though they've added some new cool stuff. So if you're looking for that first night experience, you can just click on the link to go back to that. Otherwise, started a new map because all the old saves went when they updated the version. So if you want to play along, just add this exact letters for the seed, Starforge tutorial, all in lowercase. That does make a difference. Let's get started. What I've done is just recreated that house that I made in the previous tutorial. It's just on a new map and a new location, but everything from there will pretty much fit. Now my laptop's got fixed, so hopefully we're going to see some graphical improvement for this video, though that mountain is that's a little strange. Okay, just to help you get your bearings on my map, get to the beacon, and to get to my house you can see the ship over there in the distance. Just to the right of that is the iron ore deposit, and that's the direction we want to head. But today I'm just going to show you just a few details about armor and what to do on the second day. Now your priorities might be different from mine, but what I tend to focus on is the forging terminal and the drill, the second level drill, the titanium drill. That's because for all the ores you're going to have to collect, you really do not want to be using that ground pounder. It is so slow. It's only supposed to be a holder there for the start. So let's get that drill, let's get the forging terminal, and let's get ourselves fully kitted out. Now what I've done, whoops, I'm still in my underpants. My god, put some clothes on, man. Okay, what you want to do, you can do this through the first day as you fight off the beasts and pick up yourself some meat and whatnot, is get your armor together. You'll need a total of 59 fibers to get a full set of that initial armor. You'll also need an extra 5 fiber just to make that bedroll for your first night. Now what, I haven't put any armor on here just so I can show you, but as you accumulate fiber, it's good to add it piece by piece just for that little bit of extra protection from the bad guys. Start with the helmet. If you look at the stats, for 3 fiber you get 2 melee protection. That is a fantastic return, so you definitely want to do the helmet first. You can get it almost with 1 dapperdillo or 2 of the wormies and you're going to have yourself a helmet. Looks a bit weird, but that'll get you 2 melee protection straight off the bat. Next you want to do your gloves and your boots. They're 8 each and they give you half a melee protection, and that's pretty good. So we'll put the gloves on. What I like about the 0.8 update is you automatically, when you forge your armor, it'll put it up here. If you forge better armor, it'll automatically swap it in for you. It's just a nice little touch I really appreciated with this update. So you've got helmet, you've got boots, and you've got your gloves. The next thing you want to save up for jumpsuit pants, you see it jumps right up to needing 18 fiber. It's quite the leap, and it's only for 1 melee damage. Boots and gloves together are 1 melee protection, but 16. So you can see it's just simple maths. So we do the pants next, and then lastly you want to save your 22 fiber just for your jumpsuit vest. It only adds 1, but that's the finishing touch. That's what I do it in. I just think it's the best way to build your suit of armor as you're progressing through the game. So now there we go. That's just the starting armor. It's just a little bit of extra protection just as you're fighting off your first leech attacks, that sort of thing. Okay, so we're heading over here to this iron ore deposit. So by now, first night, you've got your gun, you've got your first bullets, you've got a little bit of oil and iron ore and some sulfur. Now what I recommend, the next thing you do after surviving that first night is to stock up on some iron. So I'll just show you where I've put the house in this map. See, just there, see, standard design, just like last time. Obvious reason for putting it here, we've got nice accessibility for the ship when we're ready to do some raiding, but also we've got some great ores here. We've got sulfur deposit, there's oil and garrison and voltronic ore. A lot of the basic ores are all here. You've even got some Soltex over there. It's just a great location. It's pretty flat, so it's easy to get around. It is easy to see the next thing you want. I'm liking this map. It's also got sand, which is important for that forging terminal recipe. Okay, so let's get some extra iron. What we want to do is get some smelters. Just for a moment, I forgot what they're called. You look down here, they've added the smelter so we can actually make our own ores and ingots. It's very cool. So what we want to do is collect some iron ore. They're worth 50 each. Now the thing is, when you're trying to process your steel and your titanium, those sort of things, they're actually quite slow. For one ingot it takes 20 seconds. So really, if you just get one of these smelters, it's going to take you quite a while to get all the ingots you need for the next couple of recipes. Remember, what we're looking for here is a forging terminal and a new drill. So we need titanium ingots and we need steel ingots. So you'd want at least 2 smelters so that you could have steel cooking in one and your titanium cooking in the other. Now steel requires oil and iron ore to be created, so that's why you really want extra resources for iron ore and for oil. Titanium just requires titanium oil. Sometimes that can be hard to spot, hard to find, so that's why this map's good, because it's quite easy. Okay, I won't get too involved, I'm really just showing you the basics of how this works. So we got 51, forge that up. Okay, we'll leave that running while we go over here. Pick up some sand, because you need that for the forging terminal, just as you go. What you'll also need for the drill is sandstone. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's one of the ingredients. You need 35 of that. There's some over there in the distance. There's also some back near the beacon. If you see it, grab it. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit over here as well, near my little house. Yeah, so you just pick up some sandstone while you're at it. So here's my house, just to show you I've not added anything, done anything different really from the previous video. The only thing I guess that is different is I decided to put my little protective spire inside the house. Otherwise it's exactly the same as before. Okay. Now with the addition of the smelter and the other items, it's actually a lot harder now to forge, or a lot costlier I guess you'd say, to forge some of these cool recipes. Even wall lights, you've got to get more ore and ingots and what have you. Okay, so we've got a few around here. This here is the titanium ore. It took me a while before I learned what it looked like. I got confused with that funky stone with the swirly patterns, but here's this is titanium ore. So you just want to rip in here and grab some. We need 100 ingots of titanium ore. So basically you want to collect yourself 100 bits of titanium. But what you might like to do is collect some, put it in the smelter, come back, collect some more, then go back, smelt some more, you know, that sort of thing. Okay. So here we go, I've got enough to get us started, so you might like to put the house closer here, just to get it started. It's really up to you. Anywhere here is good, just for the access. As we get better stuff, more blueprints, anywhere here is going to be good. See, we've got lots of ore, nice and handy. Pick up some more sand while I'm running back. Okay, just fun. I mean, you can put it anywhere here, but I might put my smelter on the roof. Okay, you don't need power for the smelter, you do need it for other items, like when you get ready to refine some of those like Soltex. you're going to need the refinery, and that will require power, which is quite costly, and you need blueprints for that. Okay, so let's put it down. I'll just put it here on the roof. Ta-da! Very simple. Walk up, press E for access. Scroll down, find here titanium ore. All you have to do is drag it into there. You'll see this lights up green. Let's say that's what's processing. It's giving us a processing speed. I've seen that increase with power nearby to 150. Like I said, this will take 20 seconds for each unit, which is quite, I don't know, tiresome, I guess. The good thing is though, unlike the forging terminal, you do not have to stand next to it. So I can set that, I can run all the way back over my titanium mountain and mine some more, come back, and this has all been working the whole time, processing for me. So that is one good thing at least. You don't have to stand here waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. As you can imagine, 100 ingots of titanium ore takes quite a while to process. So what I'd do is I'd set up 2, 3, 4 even. Get 2 doing steel, 2 doing titanium, or whichever process I like. Now for the steel, what you've got to do, you start with this blueprint. You don't have to find it. You've got to actually make steel. Like I said, oil, iron ore. So just forge one of those. Alright, now I've got some steel. I put that in the refinery to give me steel ingot. Okay, so what we've got here, I've got my oil, sandstone, and I'm just going to process. Takes a while, but it's worth it. And then I'll have myself a titanium drill. And like I said, the other thing I'll be saving for, get a bunch of sand, not too much, and then getting those steel ingots ready. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump cut and just show you the completed process for both of these options. Okay, I'm back. I've now got all the materials I want. One thing I just wanted to show you just before I put together the drill and the forging terminal. I realised this isn't not necessarily that intuitive, because you have a big pile of ore and you want to split it up between your different smelters. The way to do that, you would click towards your ore, the thing that you wanted to drop in, say saved a bit of titanium ore here. What you do is you right click, it brings up this, then you click in here, hold down the button and just drag it across and select how many you want to split the group into. So if I've got 20 and 4 smelters, I would split it into 5. And then I could go to each of them and just do the same thing. Exactly the same way, right click, move it to the side, choose how many you want to put it in. Yeah, that'll do. You get the point. So I just show you that, just a little tip. Okay, so now we want to put together our titanium drill. It's got oil, sandstone, and 100 titanium ingots. It took me about a day's worth of playtime to get all of these ingredients together. Now that is a while, but because you don't have to stand next to your smelters, it gives you a chance to explore, kill some more beasts, pick up a few of these blueprints. And the other thing I wanted was the forging terminal. Some sand and 75 steel ingots. And then that goes there. Yeah. Get that out. Cool. So now you can put your forging terminal down on the ground here next to the house, or if you built your house a bit bigger you can put it inside, whatever you want. And now we can access a lot more of those blueprints once we learn them to use. And I can learn a few more things and I'll actually be able to do them. Now if you get more than one, there's no point keeping them on a single player game, just drop them. It drops into a box, it'll disappear later on. Ooh, power, that'll come in handy. To give you an idea, look at how expensive this is. 200 titanium ingots and Voltronic ore. Okay. You get the point. Now, why was that worth it? Well, for one thing, the ground pounder will not actually harvest some ores. You can run up and you can forget it. I think you will get this one. Yep, obsidian ore's fine. but here we got an ore like over here. Can't remember which. Is this the garrison ore? I'm always forgetting the names. Let's see. Yep, garrison ore. See, cannot harvest it. But if I switch over to my new drill, here we go. It's chugging it in. And that can do most every ore with this titanium drill. It can't do the dark shale. Not sure what else, but most everything else it will harvest. And we'll also show you just the speed difference. So we're back here at our titanium ore. So we pound away. So it's pretty slow. And then we get this one. And all of a sudden it just speeds up the game tremendously. Once you've got this drill, you've just got access to so many more recipes, blueprints, and when you need to harvest your iron ore and your oil, of which you need a lot, this one is going to do it quicker. And as an extra bonus, it is a pretty decent weapon too. It will take down a leech almost automatically. Okay, well that's all for this episode. I'll see you again. Thanks for watching.